We'll be with you in 1 second. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We are late as usual. Normally we do Radley and RPG Maker. We're not doing them today because we have not completed the Vault 63 series. So we will complete them. We will get back into that after we finish Vault 63. So next Friday, look for it to be normal again. Today we are going to do our dailies. And That's what we're going to do. We're going to do our dailies, and we're going to complete Vault 63's work. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to run over here to Nuka World Tour. Because we have to drink ourselves some Nuka-Cola. And Nuka-Cola, the most Nuka-Cola comes from one place, Nuka World. Huh? Dang, that's a lot for some Nuka-Cola, bro. They're gonna take me broke here at the Nuka-Cola stand. I guess caps don't go as far as they used to, huh? We're gonna drink. 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 And we completed it. What up, Space Gun? We got 20 more.
Hello.
Hello, Space Gun.
Hello, Joker.
We are about to fly back down to Between the Lines.
I think they like John Boyega. I think they like Pedro Pascal and Adam Driver. I think they find
John Boyega, huh? I like John Boyega. I don't think he had his fair deal in Star Wars, and I blame Disney for that. But that's just me.
I think they completely fucked him on his story in the second movie.
Oh, they did. They did.
Yeah.
The first movie had him rolling in to be another Luke Skywalker. You know what I mean?
They gave him 2 love interests, and then then he was just like a little puppy dog following Rey around. I hated that.
Yeah, okay, look, Rey was always meant to be with Kylo.
For 5 seconds.
Right. Right, exactly. And then John was meant to be with Rey after realizing that the light side and the good side is the only side. And I mean, you and I could have written a better Star Wars. Let's be 100% honest. You and I could have sat down and wrote a better Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's just continuity problems. Like, the different directors were not on the same page about what story they wanted to tell.
Right, exactly. And it ended up none of them being a good Star Wars story.
Nope.
And I hate that. And I'm sorry, but no matter what would have happened to Luke Skywalker throughout his entire lifetime, he would have never lost that hope he had. He was literally the embodiment of hope. The name A New Hope came from Luke joining the rebellion.
Yeah, it was dumb.
And they turned him into some angry old man, and that's not a Luke. Even Mark Hamill himself, who me and Mark Hamill have very different political views, but even Mark Hamill himself said that he would never, that Luke he knew would have never done that. That was not his Luke Skywalker.
Correct. What they should have done is just had Luke be like, I felt this like presence, like some Sith presence kind of thing, and had Kylo think he saw Luke walk in the room with a lightsaber, but he didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just a hallucination would have done
to see the reaction,
the same thing,
right?
Without destroying a character.
Right. No, exactly. I agree with you 100%.
They're like, well, how can we do this otherwise? I don't know, magic? There's fucking magic in Star Wars? Maybe try that?
I mean, literally, honestly, if you read the books, which I know none of the Star Wars directors did, there is dark magic. It's a tune. The Dark Witches, the Witches of Dathomir.
Dathomir?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the Force, like, people who, like, are Jedi, or even Sith, are practicing like a certain like specific set of force related activities.
Exactly.
But the force is like physics. Like just because you're only like doing these few things, it can still do a lot more.
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
I like wild card practitioners because they come up with ideas that other people seem not to.
Right. I agree with you. I agree with you fully, Space. And that's what I mean. Like, why destroy something that? And that's another thing that I know sucks. George, because he sold it completely, can't do a damn thing about what's happening to it.
Yeah.
No matter even if he wants to, and that sucks because I know it's killing him.
I mean, I think the TV shows have been the best.
Yes.
Like, because a lot
Yes,
of
they
them,
have.
like, you know, not only are they ripping off the movies, but they rip off of the books and comics and stuff like that,
Yes.
and each other, and so, like, yeah, that kind of fleshes the world out a lot more than the movies do.
Yes, it does. And thankfully, we have Dave Fury and Happy, or you know the guy that played Happy.
Yes.
He's an instrumental part of like the Mandalorian and Ahsoka. The Ahsoka show is amazing. Like, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I feel, you know, some people's gripes and groans with it, but the rest of it is absolutely phenomenal. I have not watched The Acolyte yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. And it's not because of the lightsaber whip, because they have those in Star Wars in the books. They're there.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet because of what Kathleen Kennedy recently said about Star Wars fans. That we are the most toxic and undeserving and all this. Bro.
You know, I'm kind of like, this is a trend of late where you have a room of 100 people, and
Right.
4 of those people are shouting a thing, and now you're like, you 100 people, blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
realize, yeah, for sure, there are toxic Star Wars fans. There's toxic fans in every single fucking thing. There's toxic people in every single fucking thing. There are
Yes.
people that take things too seriously and have like a weird perspective and whatever in every single fucking thing. But to be like,
Absolutely.
you're all bad because I heard some people saying this thing is just kind of like, maybe if you want to be taken seriously, you know, like, acknowledge, like, hey, some people are saying this, and I'd like to address that, you know?
Right, exactly. Or saying, you know, I want to make certain people feel uncomfortable, or I want to make a certain view feel like they're no longer necessary for. Don't do that, man. Don't cancel people out because they have a different opinion than you do.
Well,
That's
I
what
mean,
makes
don't
the
call it out
series-
like that,
Right.
but if anybody like is seriously saying like, oh, you know, I just don't like black people, that's my opinion, or I just don't like and accept gay people, that's my opinion, I don't like and accept trans people, fuck that person. That person's opinion, fuck that person and their opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry,
I
that's
agree.
there's a line, you know, and that's over it. That's,
It
and
is,
you know,
absolutely.
like, there's free speech for sure, 100%. There's free speech, and there should be. But then that is balanced by society. Like,
Right.
it shouldn't be balanced by the government, obviously.
No.
And I mean, if you're writing media only to service like something like that, it's probably going to show. It's not going to be really good entertainment.
Right.
You have to find the balance. But at the same time, if people are saying that kind of thing, it seems to be the case. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you've seen something else, but it seems to be the case that people who say stuff like that immediately start crying that they should be able to say what they want when you say, hey, you're an asshole for saying that. Because
Right.
what are you doing different than what they're doing?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Just
But
the
they don't want
other
that.
view, the other side.
They only want to be able to say what they... It's
Right.
like the cousin of white privilege. The privilege to, like, I'm above you in whatever way, like, you're a queer and I'm a straight, you know? Or
Yeah.
I'm white and you're not. Or I'm a guy and you're a woman. Whatever. It's just related to that. And, like, I think I should be able to bully you. And you shouldn't be
Yeah.
able to respond. You know?
that's
And what this
the
person is
biggest
doing
issue.
is... She probably has good intentions, but, like, that's not the right way to go about it.
Absolutely not.
But there are ways to go about it, and one of them is to like acknowledge, hey, some people, in fact, I always say a minority, in fact, I always say a shrinking minority, have these bad views,
Right.
have these non-inclusive views, and that's not what the movies are about. But having that in them, having stories and characters that tell those stories is just as valid as every other story.
Right.
And if you don't like that particular part of it, I'm sure you can find other things in the franchise that you still enjoy, because if that weren't the case, you wouldn't be burning all this energy on this rage. And for some people, like, making videos about it or whatever, it's like, you know...
I don't care if you're gay. I don't
Learn
care
to
if you're
share
trans.
Star Wars.
I don't care if you're in the Star Wars movies. If they suddenly came out and said Luke was gay, you know, I'd have a hard time believing that, because he did kiss his sister. So incestual, maybe I can agree with that. Maybe not
Wait,
so much.
let's not erase bi people here. You know,
No. They never said anything about him being bi. They said he's gay.
I'm pants. No, okay. Well, I mean, when they say gay, they also mean non-heterosexual cisgender couple. Like, let's be honest. Like, queer mean and gay in that sense are just like anything that's like not to them.
Right.
You know, anything that's not the standard. It also specifically means gay men or people who only like the same gender. But also in a broader sense, it's kind of like, if you're trans, basically you're gay. If you're bisexual, you're gay. If you're lesbian, you're gay. It's, you know, it's just like that blankety kind of. Because some people don't like the word queer because it used to be. I mean, it still is. Some people still say it as a derogatory, but it's one of those like the community takes it back kind of situations as well.
I mean, I'm demisexual and people call me gay, so whatever.
Exactly. It's just anything under the LGBT family umbrella, in a general sense, is not even in a derogatory sense necessarily. It depends on the person. But it, you know, can be, if you're calling it gay, it's not wrong. It's like in that sense. Just kind of like when you say like some men or mankind, like they're two different meanings. They're kind of encompassing the same thing, but one's broader.
Yes.
Sorry, just being a word nerd.
No, it's all right to be a word nerd. And I hope the three viewers that are watching this also are cool with understanding other people's views. I mean, that's the benefit. I mean, I really feel like that's the benefit of free speech, is that you're not only, you know, suffering one view. You get to hear other people's views.
You have to suffer everybody's view.
Right. And I would honestly rather suffer everybody's view than not be able to suffer any at all. That's why, you know, as the group I'm a part of, Vikings Against White Supremacy, VOS, it has nothing, I mean, it has everything to do with racism, but it has nothing to do with, like, not liking white people. Or
those are white people with a specific identity.
Right.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, they're not all white either.
No, they're not.
There are non-white white supremacists, which is wild, but that is in fact a thing.
It is, absolutely. And I feel, you know, had Kennedy not made the remarks she did, I'd probably enjoy Acolyte a lot. I've been waiting for a Darth show, you know. I mean, come on, my name in everything I do is Darth. So, like, I've been looking for a show from the dark side instead of just being on the light side. And I don't feel like watching it because...
Oh, don't let her ruin it for you.
But that's
don't let her remarks ruin it for you.
A lot of Star Wars for me.
Honestly, I don't pay attention to that behind the scenes stuff. I don't care. Like, I'll watch the show and decide if I think it was fun to watch, and that's that. That's it.
Yeah. Maybe I will, but
it's a peaceful life.
It's very hard.
To quote another Star Wars film. It's a peaceful life.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but I want to be able to enjoy it without having to suffer through the backstory of somebody else's opinion on why it's going to fail. Whether it's from Kathleen Kennedy or from some other Star Wars nerd like me.
Just don't even, like, just go into it, like, seriously, like, the best thing you can always do with this series, especially if it seems like something you're into, is go into it as blind as you possibly can.
Right,
And just
which
be
is
open to
so
what
hard
it
nowadays
is.
because of social media.
It's not. I haven't seen, I don't know anything about the Acolyte. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know anything about it.
I haven't been able
You
to hop.
you can successfully avoid these things if you want to.
I know, but
Because when I was younger, I used to not do that. I used to like, oh, I gotta see the trailers, I gotta speculate, I gotta read articles, and then I was
Oh,
like,
the
this wasn't as
the
good as I
trailers
thought
are
it was gonna
great.
be. It's never as good as you think it's gonna be in your head, because in your head things are exactly what you love.
Right, right. And
But
that's
a movie's
another
gonna be a
thing.
compromise of that.
Right, differing
Just go into
opinions,
it
no
blind.
matter how
Just
big,
go into it
no
blind.
matter how small. No. But
And
it's
and no worries whatever Kennedy, whatever her name is. I don't even know what her name is. Who cares? Like what overtly,
her biggest issue
opinion
is she
or
says it's the fans' fault that Star
crusadery
Wars
thing
failed.
is she is saying. Well, if you watch it and it feels like
Instead
that,
of
then
saying
it is like that. But what if you watch it and it's not like that at all, and or that message maybe it's there, but it's told in a way that's like not obtrusive. It's just feels
Well, why
natural
not take
because
accountability for
because let's
putting
be
out
like
shitty
that's the thing
programming?
is like Star Wars has always been a struggle, like
Oh yeah.
people bonding together no matter their origins to fight
Ew.
bigger, more sinister forces.
Right.
And of course that should include representation. And even though she's saying this thing and it's kind of annoying to your ears because you are
No, it's
like
not, you can
you are
include
a
everybody.
welcoming person, there's other people out there that are losing their minds because not every main character is a white dude.
Oh, I'm not
And
even
we
worried
know-
about the race of the characters.
I know you're not, but I'm saying like her words are not for you. Her words are for those people that have those unrealistic lines.
Right, but like you said earlier, don't blame the entire fandom because
I
two
agree.
assholes.
Yeah, no, she shouldn't be doing that because that's what she did. She caught you in a net that she should not have caught you in, and that's losing a viewer. That's terrible. She's doing a disservice to Star Wars by losing viewers of a property based on that. Because you can have the message, but you don't need to have it be ham-handed, and you don't need to tell everyone that they're not welcome unless
Right.
whatever. Yeah, those I do not agree with. Even though I'm sure whatever little wokey things are in it, I will think are great because representation is always great.
And it is.
And if it weren't great, the people who are looking for that straight white male lead wouldn't care because they wouldn't worry about representation because they've already got so much. But they do care because representation matters.
That's
all I'm
another
gonna say
thing
about that.
About Star Wars in general. They've always had strong character leads. Like Princess Leia was an extremely strong woman, extremely strong lead as a female back in the 70s and 80s. Padme Amidala was a kill shot. She was amazing. And to say that Star Wars hasn't been accepting of that, the majority of fans, it does hurt because I never had a problem with that. I always thought Princess Leia was a badass.
The ones who have a problem with that tend to be very loud.
Yeah, they do.
Which is what leads to people saying, like, all of you are doing this thing because those people are yelling. And it's annoying, and it's something a lot of people do, and it's annoying when they do it.
Yeah, it sucks, because then all you hear is the bad apples, and you never get any of the good ones.
Right.
It's like he who screams loudest, but most of the time he who screams loudest really don't have shit all to say.
They don't even really need, like, much tender love and care because they're still going to go and see it 2 or 3 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to not watch it.
I don't know what I did, but okay. But yes, now that we have successfully moved forward from Star Wars,
she's not mad at anything.
So where's the group leader today?
I don't know. Have you gotten down here yet? Have you started these yet? Or are you still doing
I have
your,
not started
setup?
any of the story stuff. I have not started any of the story stuff. I've done the events a few times. I've gotten some plans. That's it.
you should start to. Even though, you know, the further and further I get into this, the less and less I actually understand about it. I don't know what is down here. I don't know what 63 came from. I don't know who organized this. Because like I said, that part yesterday flipped everything upside down and changed a lot. And I'm not going to tell you any more about that, but I think with the twist that the story has down here,
Yeah.
it would really be fun for you to come do some of it. And you know, as we were talking about disservices, you would really be doing a disservice to yourself if you don't have the opportunity or don't have the want to come down here to do the missions, because these are awesome. I'll be happy to replay the missions and do them with you. But I mean, if you're not ready, I get that. I get that. Let me take you myself. Oh, it's a kitty cat. Sorry.
No, you're.
No, it's not a mechanical cat. It's an actual kitten. It's a gray tabby cat just running around down here. It's adorable. Sorry, I don't know why I don't like that.
Wait, is it a cat or is it a kitten?
It is, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Kitty!
It might have bolted. Sometimes they bolt.
It looks like a full-grown cat. Oh, it's gray tabby with green eyes. They did a really good job. Oh, it's cute.
I'm trying to think. There's like 2 or 3 named cats in the game, and then you can also randomly find them.
Yeah, but there's not nearly as many dogs and cats in this game as you figure there would be. I mean, you got to figure after the bombs dropped, all these dogs that were left outside are still outside. I mean, we got the mongrels and those dogs that look like ghouls and stuff, but you know,
I think they just got eaten.
I mean, they'd be able to defend themselves pretty well. They're dogs. They'd pack together like any wolf pack would. I mean, all the dogs might look the same after, you know, genetically not being able to keep them apart, but I don't think a Chihuahua and a Pit Bull would have a puppy. Oh, you just running across my legs. What are you trying to show me, kid? What? Oh. You know what?
What if the Chihuahua was the dad?
The height difference would make that really hard. Without human intervention. Just saying. But have you seen any of the shadows yet?
The shadows?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Just be careful if you see something named Shadow. It does very...
Anywhere?
Yes. It does very minimal damage, but it will stalk you for a long time. Yes, you can. But that doesn't stop the stalking. They keep stalking you. Hey, person that's walking back and forth in one spot. Are you okay? You're not gonna attack me, are you?
An idea. Oh, gotta write it down. You there! I don't know you. Why are you in my lab?
I have these
What's this? Oh, the blueprints. Fantastic. Did my father send you? Are we hiring outside help for the mailroom now? Never mind that. It doesn't matter.
Wow, she just ripped into me.
Finally, Kathy's.
She called me outside help from the mailroom.
Hmm?
My feelings hurt.
Sorry.
Sure is. Biologically, anyway. Can't say he's ever acted much like a father.
Ah.
Nowadays, it's more my boss than my dad. A boss that keeps interfering with my professional and personal life. Anyway, you were saying? Well, the name says it all. It used to be a machine that did the weather. You know, monitoring it, controlling it, just the usual stuff. I think we picked it up as a way to sleep in the car. My father was letting the boys Here I am. My father refused to listen when I told him my talents are wasted on this machine, but in the end, the research fell off after the bombs fell. Later, we found a very important reason to look into it again, of course, which I'm not really comfortable sharing more on. Sorry, I just meet after all. To summarize, this machine is important. My father wants it fixed, and I'd very much like Father to stop pestering me about it.
Alright, well then let's fix it.
Oh, I guess I never took Scorched Freddy off my TV.
Yes. Very excellent parcel delivery. Off with you then.
Shoot.
Actually, wait a moment. A helpful minion could be quite useful. Could you give me 2 seconds to read this? Here's a little reward for you. Count your bottle caps while I go over these blueprints. Come back when you're ready for more work.
So, what?
What?
Can't really talk about it because you haven't been here. But
Right.
I have to do a bunch of stuff that I didn't think I'd have to do because I was told I didn't have to do them, but now I have to do them.
Right.
And I picked up a piece of paper that said hunger strike. So I don't know. Am I supposed to sit in on a hunger strike? What am I doing here? Someone give me a hint. Oh, this game. Yes, extra side of guac. Good lordy lord.
Awesome.
But yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really interested in, Star Wars Outlaws because I felt like you would be able to. I'm very much a creative character type of guy. You know what I mean? I like to be able to create my own character so that it puts me in the role or able to. You remember Army of Two? Everybody remembers Army of Two.
Army of Two?
Yes, it's co-op, 2-person, 3rd-person shooter, but you guys work as a team, and you guys both have these masks that change depending on level. Like they're hockey masks, but you can change the design on them and stuff. But the reason why the game was amazing was even though that those were dedicated protagonists or dedicated characters, they still let you customize it enough to feel like your own character. And they did that really good with Ubisoft did that really great with Valhalla. Ivor could be male or female, right? I mean, that's awesome. There's been other Assassin's Creeds where you can change between the two while playing, right? But I have a dedicated female with skin changes, which is fine. Not complaining about that, but I want to be able to not just like, hey, put on the red vest with the brown pants instead of the blue vest with the gold pants. I want more interchangeability. Like, why do we always have to be humans? What if I want to be a Twi'lek?
My gun's invisible.
Your gun's invisible?
Yeah.
Squat.
I don't feel any need to do anything about it. It just looks like I'm shooting lightning out of my hands.
Oh, well, you are the Truth Sith Lord then. No, like, I like to be able to design my characters more. That's all. Like, I love Fallout's ability to do, character customization. Like, it bothered me with Jedi, not with Survivor, that, I mean, granted, the actor is a great dude. He's awesome. He's a great actor. I want to be able to change a little more, change it a little bit more. Maybe I want to give him green eyes. Or maybe, or what if, like in Mass Effect, I love Mass Effect. Favorite game series of all time right now. I don't think there's going to be anything that can compare to it. But, Commander Shepard is human. And you have all these intricate, amazing alien races. Why can't I pick one of them? You know? I just think the ability to see yourself as something different shouldn't be erased. You know? But the game does look really good,
Perfect.
and
The blueprints specify the exact part we're looking for.
it's probably going to be one of the better Star Wars non-Force user games. Bounty Hunters was good on Nintendo 64. It sucks on PlayStation because you just can't control it. It was made for a single joystick. Trying to use two is horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's horrendous.
Well, you could use someone with outdoor experience for starters. Based on your skin.
Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 were my favorite were my favorite games ever until I played Mass Effect. Like they were just the story was amazing, customization was amazing. Light or dark or gray. You could be gray in both of those games. It was very well done.
It won't be a perfect fit, but even if the party's remotely close to the one
But I
that
don't know.
broke, it should
I
be
like games that
some
give me a
modifications to
choice.
make it work.
Whether the choice means something or not in the end,
Just in case. That just
that
leaves
really doesn't matter as long as at that point in time while playing it, I have that choice. You know, like I am on the very last. I am at the very last part of Mass Effect. We are about to storm London. Okay, this is the last fight in the game. In the original game, there was 2 endings to choose from. In this game, there's 4 endings to choose from.
You'll see.
And I'm kind of.
We could really use your help on
I
this.
don't know which way to go, if that makes sense.
Go north.
Because I know my first playthrough of Mass Effect, like all 3 games, Legendary Edition, all 3 games, my first playthrough of all 3 games, I chose to wipe out the Reapers, right? Which then wiped out all of the AI, artificial intelligent life in the galaxy. I didn't know that when I first chose that. I just thought, you know, it would kill the Reapers and everyone else would be fine. But they weren't. Which was really hard after understanding that I don't feel like I made the right decision. Because you have Legion, who is a member of the Geth. You have Edie, who is your ship's artificial intelligence. And you have
the visitor center is just north of the manor, on the cliff.
Several other robots and artificial intelligence throughout the entire series that absolutely helps you get to where you're going.
Come back here, okay?
And after realizing that, you know, I killed all of them, it didn't help, you know? So now I don't know what to do. Because originally that was the only good ending. The bad ending was you controlled the Reapers, and that was that. So I don't know how I'm going to play it on Monday when we finish Mass Effect. It's kind of weird. Have you ever played Mass Effect? Spaceman?
Yeah, I did play it a little bit. I don't think I've played it as extensively as you have for sure. But I know the gist. I don't remember how the ending goes. Yeah, that's an interesting moral dilemma that they present you with.
Yeah. I mean, if you put in the time and get to know each character, and regardless of what they are, you know, whether they're human, Asari, artificial intelligent, like each character plays a very vital role, and it's just now knowing that I killed half of them. I'm kind of like,
yeah,
I don't want to do that again.
I don't wanna.
But it's the only one that shows that shows Commander Shepard at the end breathe again. That's the only ending that gets that. So do I want to save Commander Shepard at the sacrifice of billions of artificial intelligent lives? Because, look, I know there's a lot of people that are scared of AI, especially the way that it's going today. But AI doesn't have to be something we should be afraid of. You know, we have Terminator movies and Age of Ultron, and you know, oh, AI is going to turn on us and try and kill us, and that's not necessarily true if we show them the beautiful side of everything and we don't try to hurt them first. You know.
I think we'll get wiped out by a proto AI because you know we've seen like the way they try to do art and they don't understand like what humans really look like, so they have weird fingers and stuff like that.
Well, that's the
I think
thing.
we'll be accidentally killed by AI that just makes some sort of bizarre mistake.
That I don't see that as wrong. I feel that's a possibility. But I mean, if we take time and introduce, you know, some good things to AI too, instead of just, oh, human beings are meant to kill each other. That's all we do. War, war, war. You know, what about art? What about books? What about love? What about, you know, it's all stuff that AI can learn just as easy as it can learn about war. I mean, look at Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, people die in it, of course. But it's a love story. Like, you know, AI evolves into killing humans because AI feels that the only way to protect humans from themselves is to kill them, which doesn't really make sense if you think about it. Because why kill the things you were made to protect? But I guess in a warped view, that would be exactly what they're doing. I don't know.
Well, it also depends on the AI in question. Like Skynet was trying to get rid of humans before they got rid of it.
Right.
And I have no mouth, but I must scream. Just hated humanity for creating it in the first place.
Right. That game, by the way, never played it, but I saw a video on it the other day. My God. What an amazing story. Especially the way you play the characters. Because if each character overcomes his fear or her fear or the bad parts of who they were, it's absolutely amazing. It's very good. They're able to forgive themselves and forgive each other, and it's just that was I wish I would have played that before watching the movie. or the 3-hour thing that the guy put on YouTube. But I mean, he did an amazing job. I'm not going to take that from him. But no, that game looked absolutely phenomenal. Did you play it? Crap, my box is full again. Great. You're going to have to teach me to stop stuffing so much stuff in my box, Space Gun.
I'll just teach you to do it more efficiently.
Yes, that'll work.
Do you have Fallout first?
No,
So you bulk stuff, right?
I have to now, yeah. I think that was another reason why I stopped playing for as long as I did, because my Fallout first ran out, and I just didn't have the money to get it again. And I was just like, too much to do, don't want to do it.
You have to play differently without Fallout first.
Yes.
Like obviously you have to kind of like control your looting. And you also want to sort of like get in a little bit of a habit of certain things you want to try to grab and keep on you. Specifically, at least for me, I found those things to be wood and adhesive. Adhesive is just hard to find, you know, because like before, because I played without Fallout first for a little bit. I have it right now, but when I came back to playing more often and I didn't have Fallout first, I had a lot of stuff in my box, so I was kind of living off of that, but I found that I was running out of wood and adhesive.
Yeah.
And so I would try to like make a special effort to grab those two things specifically and just keep them on me, because you know the game will take out of your inventory before it takes out of your stash box.
Yes.
So you can sort of just like save yourself the hassle by keeping some on you. It's very helpful too if you are able to make vegetable starch. Can you?
I can. That's one of the benefits
Mm-hmm.
of me growing potatoes, corn, and nut fruit.
Yep.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Where did you run to? What are you doing? Where did you go? Why are you running? Why are you hiding behind this?
Whoa! Oh! Oh! Who are you? Don't hurt me, please. I'm Kevin. I used to be a park ranger here before the bombs dropped. I'm not sure I'm fit to be a ranger or whatever this park is transformed into these days, though. But, you know, the uniform is comfy enough, I guess.
Did you do all your dailies?
I live in a bunker.
Not yet.
Just outside.
Got most of them done.
Actually. Wait a second. We got a little more pressing issues right now.
Yes, we do. What are you... I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just looking for a weather monitor.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's a relief. Well, it's not here. It's back in my bunker.
You have an entire bunker?
There's a bit of a problem, though. The door to my bunker got jammed from the inside. I got locked out. I just went out to get some essentials. I rarely leave the bunker. Of course, I had to lock myself out when I do. Anyway, good news is, there's a second entrance in the basement of this
I'm trying to
building.
decide what I'd like to build in my new
Bad
camps.
news is there's a bunch of weirdos in there now.
What is
I don't
that?
know who they are.
It's like basically like a
What they
little
want.
campsite
I've never seen them
Yeah.
before.
shelter.
Not seen
The new one.
the friendly kind, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to do with mine
You're
yet.
minding my own business.
That's
And I heard some
one of my favorite things about this game. Is like when you buy new stuff to build
about
a,
some
you know, like
Alex.
some
Sitting
tents and
here
stuff
for a
or some little cabins. And I like that.
I panicked, and I locked them in. I don't.
Yeah, this season has some interesting stuff. It's like, hey, it's all like Pioneer Scout stuff, but it's also some like Jason Voorhees stuff.
Right, right. Like Camp Crystal Lake. I was like, wow.
Yeah, like if you want a nice wholesome camping kind of thing, go for it. If you want a little terrifying Jason Voorhees vibe, go for it.
They
Yeah.
Especially with the new other things they've given us, like there's the foggy one and stuff like that.
I have a plan. I have a plan for severed hands. So if you want severed hands all over your camp, let me know. I got you.
Where did you get that from?
I can't tell you.
Oh,
You've got yourself a deal. Come and let me know when they're all, dead.
So if you're going for that Jason Voorhees mix, this might be, yeah.
oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just saying that that's an obvious and a supported direction you can go in. You know.
Yes. Yes, you can. Where? Oh, what the hell? It seems like the foxes are the only thing that wasn't damaged by the radiation. What? There's
They're
a
just
map.
built different.
Yeah, they are. The foxes are the goats. Everything else has gotten really weird. The fox is just like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. No, this is fine.
Oh, you irradiated all the animals but me? That's okay. I'll be fine. Oh no! There's cultists with flamers and I'm dead. I'm not wearing my fireproof underpants. Alright, so do I have power armor? I do have power armor. Let's put that on. I'm gonna try and fry me again. All right. Let's get back in there and teach them a lesson for frying me the first time. Yes. Oh. They filled 3 of my filled 3 power cores and then I died. Because I have that energy fills my power cores. It's light me on fire, dummy. Oh, filled another power core, but I died again. This is difficult. I've never died like this to these type of folk before.
His eyes burn like fires in the night, and no.
I don't care about how your eyes burn. Maybe stop playing with flamethrowers and your eyes wouldn't burn so much. Alright, I survived. Alright. Juggernaut's black powder blunderbuss. I will keep that. Yes, thank you. That sounds like quite fun.
Mm-hmm. There used to be an ammo glitch, and essentially what you did is you did some tricky like dropping stuff and putting stuff in your inventory and readying stuff and blah blah blah, and you basically wound up giving like the ammo capacity of gun A to gun B. So my go-to was a Gatling gun and a black powder gun.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I still have it, I believe, but I had an anti-armor explosive rifle, and that thing would just turn like Earl and the Scorpius Queen into mincemeat, because it's just like, it's one thing is it takes so long to reload, and you're just like fire, 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 and it's getting crit shots with it too.
So I came
It was
through.
awesome. It was so broken.
Yeah. I was mistaken.
It sounds quite awesome. Can you imagine a blunderbuss freaking Gatling gun? Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
I knew it. I'm the last one around. But, to be honest, I prefer my own company. Never seen them before. Whilst they were locked up, and they also kept.
You've never seen
Either way,
cultists before?
Oh, well. A deal's a deal. Follow me.
What is going on in this part of the map? Because everybody has talked about the cultists. Everybody knows who they are. Except for the people down here. See, this is what I mean by it's getting interesting. Then the new weapons down here are. You run a bloody build, right?
Currently, yeah.
Yes, you would like some of these.
I'm liking that the Tesla gun. It's hold on a second. I can't remember what its stars are, but it's got a dual capacity on it.
Ooh, very nice. I am currently using what is called the V63 shock baton.
I'm using the V63 Bertha. I guess it's Vault 63.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 2-shot, faster fire rate, faster reload, and it's got at least a hidden effect of double capacity, because it holds 30.
That's not bad at all. That's basically 60 rounds. Dangerous pastimes is going on.
Thank you.
We don't have to go do that.
Me too. I mean, lore and everything, but I want to farm plans.
Right.
I don't know what it's for. I put it in one of my shelters just because I wanted to see what it looked like. But oh my god, the lightning harvester. Have you seen that thing yet?
I have. Do I have one? No. But have I seen it? Yes.
It's like a mile tall.
What does it do? Does it charge your power cores?
I don't know. That's the thing I haven't actually like bothered to learn yet. I don't know. I just put it because, like I said, I wanted to see what it looked like, and I have two in the shelter. I put it in. I have two of the, the missile silo shelter. It's this weird, like kind of like little bunkery structure, little concrete bunker structure. I have two of those facing each other, so they don't really look like bunkers so much. They look like some sort of like utility thing or whatever. So I put the antenna on top of each one to make it like it's whatever this is. It's some sort of like weird communications or antenna array or whatever. I don't know yet. But
I mean,
yeah, they're giant.
I bet down here in the red storm, I bet that thing would suck up electricity like nothing else. Alright, last time I was here, we didn't start the mission because no one came up here to talk to the guy, and I just stood here like a dummy. So I'm going to run over here and talk to him. There's nobody else here, though, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Even if just Space Gun shows up, I know we can clear this here. What, a 109? Or 1009?
Are we in the same server?
I'm not sure, actually. Normally I jump in your servers when I first get on. No one's in my server currently, actually. What the heck?
Come over to mine real quick. You might have to sit in queue. I'm in a server with a role-playing group, so I tend to fill it. But you'll definitely get it done if you come here.
On my way. I only have a minute left to start it, so.
Yeah, I would abandon it and come over here.
I'm already on my way.
There's somebody here waiting to push the button, but they're waiting as long as they can.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do with tester metal. I'll wait until there's a couple seconds.
Okay.
Need about 30
5 second
seconds.
mark. We left at 5 seconds. It doesn't punish you though. Like some of them, like Campfire Tales, you go and click that one for the last second, and the event will run out because you haven't finished listening to her or something like that.
Right. No, it froze. Are you serious? Oh my gosh.